For Activity 2, you're going to go back to the blog and click on Activity 2. This takes you to a website that has lots and lots of games that help introduce new information and practice musical skills like reading music. The section we're looking for is in the middle column, and we scroll down. We're looking for quizzes, music notes, and here we are. We're going to look for things that have treble clef in the name. We're just going to go through quickly and look at the 6 that are listed on your page. The first one is Word Warrior Treble Clef. And here we're going to identify the letter names. That's A, G, E, D. Look at the choice that's A, G, E, D. There it is. Click the button.
Correct.
Yay, I got it right. Click the next button to get your next one, and that's C, A, B, B, A, G, E. C, A, B, B, A, G, E. You've probably already figured out that you really only need to know the first letter in order to figure out the answer. That's a C, and this is the only choice that has C as the first letter. You could go quickly just identifying the first letter, but identifying them all gives you more practice at identifying the letter names.
Correct.
If you get an answer incorrect, that's E. I'm going to choose the wrong one.
Incorrect.
You lose points. In order to get back to the list, you simply go back to the back button, and that takes you back to the list of games. Next one after Word Warrior Treble Clef is Treble Clef Note Names. Treble Clef Notes, there it is. And this one looks more like a quiz. Click Next to get the next one. That's an E. Click Submit, and down at the bottom you'll see how many points you have so far. The next one is E. Submit, and you keep going until you have finished. Back button again takes you back to the list. The next one we're looking for is Travel Through Treble Space, and travel, here it is, Travel Through Treble Space. Begin the quiz. What I like about this one is that you can hear what the notes sound like. F, A, C, E, A, that's C, E. I'll pretend I think it's C, F. And it just tells us that it's wrong. And back button again gets you back to your list. Now we're doing treble clef words. Here it is. And for this one, again, it looks like a quiz. You just choose the correct answer from your multiple choice list. Scrolling. And they spell out words. C-A-G-E, cage. What I like about this one is that you really have to figure out all the letters. We have 2 different choices that start with C, A, and we need to know that this is a G instead of an F, F, G, in order to get that answer correct. Back button takes us back to the list again. Missing notes Beethoven. This one's a little bit different. Missing notes Beethoven. You're going to choose the correct note to fill in the missing letters in the story. This section of the story, all the missing letters are the same letter. We are going to learn about a famous composer. His name was Ludwig van Beethoven, and the letter we're missing is E. So we have to look and see which one of these is E. We have treble clef and bass clef. The treble clef letter is the same as the bass clef letter below. So if you know bass clef, you can look here to find the E. If you know treble clef, you can look here to find the E, and there it is. Correct. The next sentence, we have a different letter that's missing, but it's the same letter for every blank, and that letter is A. Here's an A. And we continue. You get to learn some tidbits of information about Beethoven while finding the letters on the staff. Almost finished. One more. Identify treble clef notes story. And this one is again a little bit different than the others. We've got a story, and every place there's a word missing, they have a treble clef staff. They don't show treble clef, but it is treble clef. And you just fill in the letter. That note is A. Type it. Click in the box. Type a on your keyboard. Tommy brought a B-A-G, B-A-G, of candy to school. He was happy to share the candy with B-E-A, B-E-A, E-D, Ed, those are names, and Deb, his best friends. They were all in the same, they were all the same, A-G-E, A-G-E, and you fill in the whole story, and then you can check your answers at the end. Anything that's correct will be filled in with the bold font there. Anything that's incorrect or not finished, you'll still have the little text box that you can write in. And those are the 6 that are on your page. Once you finish those 6, turn the page over and you've got some student choice activities to pick from. Have fun, and if you have questions, always let me know.